it is snowing outside, and it's so peaceful, and I like it. I want to talk to you for a few moments about being in love. Not necessarily, well, being in love and also just being a loving person. I hear a lot of people talk about the wrath of God or the judgment of God or the end times and or the fire of God. And it's like I'm good with beloved identity, with recognizing that our truest, more rawest form of identity before in all loving God is love. Um, and you know what? Being in love is wonderful. Being a person who loves is wonderful. You're just a better person. And when you're in love with somebody, it's even better because it comes back to you. So it's nice. But love becomes most challenging whenever it reaches the place where you realize that it carries with it a governmental structure that needs to go beyond sentimentality. Now, there's nothing wrong with sentimentality. It needs to be there. It needs to be present. It's mandatory. You should feel something. You should see something. You should make somebody else feel something. It raises your vibrational frequency. It releases serotonin levels, which is the love hormone in your. So it's all good, right? But if that sentimentality never yields itself to governmental structure, then I would contend that that love that you say that you have is not real love, but perhaps it's just selfish infatuation. Because see, real, raw love, when it reaches the place where it's tested, it carries with it some demands. Some demands that are actually outlined in the book of First Corinthians chapter 13, which is the love chapter. And so you realize that love demands kindness, and that love demands gentleness, and that love demands fidelity, and that love demands for it to not be jealous and for it to not be rude and not for it to not be easily angered. And it's all right there. The one that I struggled with the most is where it says that love is not self-seeking, because I have found out that I can be a selfish person. So true love at its rawest, most real form is not self-centered, but it is other-centered. You want to love somebody else. You want to, without sabotaging yourself, of course, but you want to please somebody else. You want to show kindness and goodness and gentleness and all these things to somebody else. And when that person loves you the same way, guess what? Then the law of reciprocity kicks in, and then you get it back anyways. But you can't have that, as the forefront of your motivation. You need to you need to have your love tested, and it passes the test whenever it reaches the hallmark of all those check marks from that structure, governmental structure that that love requires. That is when you know love is real. This is why Jesus said to everybody, he was like, you know what? Love everyone the way I have loved you. That's what he said. Because even the other ones got muddled. It's not like love people the way you love yourself, as you love yourself. That's in there, but that's not great. Because sometimes people suck at loving themselves. I would be like, yeah, don't love me the way you love you, because you don't love you very well, because I see the way you treat you. So no. Or, love your neighbor. And then people get petty. Well, who's my neighbor? Well, what if they don't believe the way I don't believe? Or what if they don't look the way I look? Or what if they don't behave the way that I behave? Oh my God. Finally, Jesus is like, all right, do it this way. Love everyone and love them the way I loved you, which is pretty unconditional. It's pretty good. I think we could all agree that if everyone loved everyone the way Jesus loved everyone, everyone will be better. Radical love and kindness to everyone.